If you're having a bad life, things aren't going the way that you want, you need to have perspective, right? Perspective is the number one way to live a happy life, right? Not just living a happy life. You need perspective every single day to stay grounded, right? Listen, bad things happen to every single person on this planet every single day, right? And you need to understand that as long as you're alive, things can always be worse, okay? A few years ago, whenever I was living in a toxic relationship, being abused by my ex, right? I was still able to maintain some relative happiness, because I was able to keep perspective. My method for keeping perspective may be a little wild, right? Because my favorite thing to do is watch police interrogation videos, right? Watch First 48, watch some Chris Hansen, watch some people who are in really, really bad situations. So I can look at them and be like, you know what? My life is not that bad, How to stay in perspective is like, you get into a car accident, right? But you say, dude, at least I survived that, right? Because at least I didn't die, It could always be worse. I could have died. You're stuck in traffic and you're furious, right? You could be stuck in jail, right? You could be stuck in prison, never able to move ever again, right? Or you could be stuck in a wheelchair. And if you're stuck in a wheelchair, you could be dead, right? Like, there's always a way that something could be worse. And whenever you put yourself into perspective, you instantly feel better. Like, it is a fact that when you instantly put yourself into someone else's shoes, you instantly appreciate and enjoy your life way more, okay? So if you want to appreciate every single day, every single second, every single hour of your life, okay, you need to always remember to be in perspective and put yourself, and remember to put yourself in perspective and think that it can always be worse. Nobody wants to hear, oh, it could be worse. That's may not be what you want to hear, but it is the truth. That is the truth of life. It can always be worse if you don't put yourself into perspective.